Please, don't do this. Get up. Let's get him. Don't do it. Man, don't do it. Don't do it. Think of your family. Think of your family.
Damn! Listen up. There's been a lot of sports writers and sports tenders flapping their yaps about us getting some. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
This fat son of a bitch, he's challenged all of us. He's been world champion before, and he's been this 15, 20 years. This fat son of a bitch is gonna call us all out.
Welcome everyone to the Jobber's Corner, the pro wrestling podcast that probably won't go anywhere, won't be heard by a lot of people, and definitely offend a lot of you wrestling fucks out there. I'm your host El Jefe, sitting here with my trusty co-host, the carny of all carnies, the magnificent jobber with a mustache, Sheikh Al Random.
What's going on, my brother?
What's going on? How are you?
Good, man. What an intro. That is a good intro.
You like it?
Fantastic.
I love it. I think it's got the right wrestling sound to it, and we put some sound bites in there just to make sure it gets interesting.
As a wise man named Mojo Riley would say, if you ain't hype, now you're hype.
Oh my God. You had to start the podcast with him,
You
Mojo
ain't
Rawley.
hype. Mojo
Jesus.
Riley.
If you hear me blowing out during this podcast, it's me smoking. I smoke quite a lot during these podcasts. It helps me relax and gets me interesting. I don't know. Today, I'm smoking, though, on some lemon lime kush. And I always, it's fucking tasty. And I'm smoking out of a backwoods. I don't really like smoking blunts, but this one is amazing.
I don't know anything about that stuff at
You're
all.
not a
I don't know.
smoker.
No, I don't know what backwoods means.
Backwoods is a blunt. It's basically like a cigar. So you grab a cigar. It's made by Backwoods, a company.
Okay.
You open up the cigar and you get rid of the content inside the cigar.
Oh,
so all
man.
the tobacco, all that stuff, you get rid of it. All I want is the leaf that's rolled in.
And you can't just buy the leaf.
No. Well, you can, but not a Backwoods.
Okay,
You want a Backwoods. So
All
a Backwoods is really soft. So when you smoke, it's not as harsh. It gives you a nice cigar taste. And because I don't smoke cigarettes, this kind of gives me a nice little nicotine rush.
Man, you're an artist.
Yep.
You are a chef.
I am, like, if I had to say if smoking was a martial art, I would have my 5th degree black belt in smoking right now.
Yeah, it sounds like it. No, I don't have patience for that. I have a drink. It's rum and it's Coke and it's ice. It's easy.
You're old school like that.
I didn't have to empty anything out.
I'm a smoker like Hacksaw Jim Duggan and fucking, what's his name? The guy. There he is. My boy, my boy's boy who got trained by the original Sheik.
Traded by the original Sheik.
Yeah, man. Sabu, ECW. Remember when Sabu and Hacksaw got pulled over because they were smoking weed together?
Yes.
That
and
broke.
they were on Coke, yeah.
If internet was around, that would have broken the internet at that time.
Yeah. Episode 2.
Episode 2, we're here.
All right, before we start, there's big wrestling news.
Yeah? What's going on?
Yesterday was Payback. Ryback was on the kickoff show, and he wore on his weightlifter belt. You know how Shawn Michaels has the showstopper?
Yeah, he wrote pre-show stopper before, right?
Pre-showstopper, and he did the CM Punk entrance in Chicago.
What's that?
When he comes out, he gets down on one knee, checks his watch, that kind of thing.
That was CM Punk's entrance?
That's CM Punk's entrance. This man does not give a fuck. And then today I read that he's been written off TV, and I thought, was it because of that? But no, they've been doing contract negotiations, and it gets better.
So Ryback has been written off TV, which really means
nothing.
he has no storyline, he's got no feuds, he's got no character development.
no more
They shelved him.
Flood.
They shelved him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they told him to go home. And he wrote a long Tumblr post, no kayfabe.
On Tumblr.
On Tumblr. I don't think he's coming back. And what he wrote was really interesting. I don't like Ryback. I read this. I'm kind of like, all right, maybe he's not that bad. Maybe a bad wrestler, but as a guy, pretty decent.
What did the big guy write? The big guy.
His whole argument was they're keeping wrestlers down by making them lose and not giving them opportunity to make money, and they work just as hard as everyone else. So they're always on the road like everyone else. They put in 100% like everyone else, and they get kept down and paid less because, so one, when you're losing all the time, when you're jobbing, you're paid less. But it's scripted.
So he's basically the Bernie Sanders of WWE.
Yes, this is what someone said.
He's the Bernie Sanders.
And he said it doesn't make sense anymore because it's scripted and you're choosing who makes more money and who doesn't. And on top of that, a lot of the compensation is through merchandise sale. And when you're a bad guy, who's going to buy your shit?
Okay. Here's what I have to say to her, the big guy, Ryback. Your character is terrible. That's the beginning of your problems, my friend. Your character is just brutal. It doesn't work. What are you, an action figure? You look like an action figure. You even move your hands up and down like an action figure. When you can't move the elbow, it's just you move the arm up and down. He's a fucking action figure. He's walking around with 5 moves. The only guy who can do that right now is Roman Reigns. So you can't just have 5 moves. He's on the mic. He's goofy. It's just the problem is you're not that good.
Forget about Ryback. What do you think about this argument that if you're made to job, it's not your choice? Everything's predetermined. It's not like a real sport. Like in a real sport, if you're the champs, you make more money.
Exactly. This is a performance. It's not a performance-based type of industry. At the end of the day, it's a popularity contest. Why the fuck do you think the New Day are killing it?
Yeah.
New Day's killing it because they can literally make a cereal box that says "Shittios," eat a box of shit,
Okay,
and
but
you say yes, I will buy it.
They're given mic time. Yeah, they have an infinite amount of charisma. But one, if you're made to lose all the time, how can you get popular?
That's the industry, my friend. The industry right now, the wrestling business, well, actually just WWE, it's a 50-50 booking. You lose one week, you win the other week. So you can't, that's the system. That's the way it works right now.
FA, I'm surprised, man. This is the jobber's corner. I thought you'd take the jobber's side. I didn't know you'd be the Cruz or the Trump in this argument.
See, I was getting to my point.
All right.
My point was a true jobber does not care how much money he makes. All he cares about is A, his mullet, B, the state of his mustache.
All right.
If that mustache is manly, he's good to go. And C, just make sure you're wearing some trunks. That's a true jobber. Ryback is a fake jobber. Ryback is.
He thinks he should. He is. He thinks he should be main event.
Exactly. You're not a main event guy. And you know what? You want to know how you can find out Ryback if you're a main event guy? Next time you go wrestle, just listen to the people. There's no one cheering. That's the problem. There's no one reacting to you.
That's because they make the big guy lose. All right, we won't talk about this forever, but I know someone who does agree with you. Dolph Ziggler, I think someone tweeted him like 2 weeks ago, and they're like, how does it feel to lose? And he replied, I don't know. I'm too busy cashing checks. So that guy knows his place. He's happy with his place. He's a jobber. He's fine with it. Ryback thinks he should be main event. I think he has an okay
Based
argument.
on what? What's his argument?
Not even main event, but he said they're getting paid a lot less if you're made to lose. But that's if a jobber's as important as the guy on top.
You're not a starter. If you're playing sports, you're not a starter.
But
If you're an actual,
it's like a movie. Like the other actors in a movie, the bad guy gets paid as much as the good guy.
You're not the star. You're not Arnold. You know what I mean? You're gonna get the money that Arnold. He goes
He's
and
Dolph.
beats up.
Yeah.
He's just again. You're a fake jobber. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore about Ryback. He sucks. Let's get him out of here.
Fucking bullshit!
All right, that's your argument. All
Big
right,
time.
let's move on. Raw recap.
Ow!
Okay, so this is the first Raw of the new era. As they said at Payback, it's the new era. So what happens in the new era? Steph comes out in the new era. Same old shit.
Yeah, she's but she's a little nicer now. It's kind of weird. It's like she's like flirting with the idea of being like a nice person. It's weird.
It is weird. But yes, of course, a McMahon promo, first 20 minutes.
Do I like you? Do I hate you? You're kind of hot. You're kind of not. I don't fucking know.
She did your favorite thing with the hand over the head to get boos and cheers.
Did you see that? They did it again.
They did it again.
They did it again.
So they come out. Owens comes out, demands a match for the Intercontinental Championship. Then Swiss Superman 007 comes out in the goofy-ass entrance where he points the mic.
He pointed the mic.
Who thinks this is a good idea?
I don't
He
know.
points the mic like a gun, comes out, and
I think his wrestling ability is so good that the guys in the back are like, let him.
he can just walk out. No music, nothing. This
Yeah.
is actually hurting him.
People are just there just to see him literally kick the crap out of someone.
So he comes out, does his not worst promo, but not great, and then takes off his stripper suit, his tear-off suit, and they have a match. Kevin Owens and Cesaro.
Kudos to whoever designed that suit because the way it rips off is perfect. He'll never botch it. It's weird. I'm waiting for him to botch it where sometimes, you know how Hulk, when he got older, he tried to rip the shirt off the first try. He couldn't do it, so he's like, rah! You would just stretch the pose a little longer so it would rip off. I think that's going to happen to Cesaro in a little bit, but right now that suit's holding on.
Or the Howard Finkel. Do you remember when they used to have the underwear matches with the announcers?
Oh, shit, I forgot about that.
And he would have one pant leg on and he's tripping over himself. He's going for the Fink.
Amazing.
So they have a fight, no contest. Miz interferes. Sammy comes down, clears the ring. The pop was unreal.
Yeah, Sammy's pop was crazy. I think it was a pop of the night.
I think it's definitely one of the biggest ones.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I don't think he even knew the pop was that big. Like the way he was, you can tell when it got to its maximum volume,
right?
He looked around like, what the hell is going on?
And Sammy's so good. He was talking about this on Jericho's podcast 2 weeks ago, that one of the things he realizes or notices is the crowd's reaction, and he held it. I don't know if you noticed, but that shot of Sammy and Miz looking at each other went on for a long time. The crowd was eating it up.
I gotta hand it to Miz too, because Miz is starting to come out as like a true heel where he will
Yes.
have his funny moments, but when he gets serious, now I'm starting to believe him. You can never take Miz seriously before. Now you kind of you're looking at him and the facials he's making, and he's ready to go.
He looked aggressive when he jumped
all right.
Owens and Cesaro. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very good. So you have that amazing segment of Raw.
Yeah.
And the next thing we see is backstage R-Truth and Tyler Breeze with their selfie cams. R-Truth's comedies like for a 10-year-old. But it was kind of funny. His selfie stick was literally a tree branch with a phone duct tape to it.
You know, this whole R-Truth segment, when I first started, I loved it. It was hilarious. Those two had good chemistry. But here's what I got from last night. These segments are the longest running joke that died 2 months ago.
It's gone on way too long.
Way too long. Cut this shit out. It's enough. Okay? We get it. And there's a weird homophobic undertone to this also. It's like, in one way, honestly, I'm thinking, where's this going? Is this going somewhere where it's going to make sense wrestling-wise, or can you guys just fuck already? Just do it. You know what I mean? Half the promos are done in a bathroom anyways. Just do it. Get it over with.
Yeah.
The booking is brutal. The gay jokes are just bad.
They're doing the WWE thing where they take something good and run it into the ground.
And the best part.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on. The best part is when Fandango comes out and starts just doing his gigolo. He's the WWE gigolo.
He hits a WWE gigolo. That's all he does, the hips.
The hips, he's just grinding and gyrating, just staring deep down in everyone's eyes. It's the fucking creepiest thing ever. It's amazing.
All right, gyrating competition. Big E or Fandango?
Big E.
Yeah, all right.
He's got the size. You need a big man to pull that gigolo thing off. That shit. That's Big E's world.
Yeah, so, all right. Promo, no one gives a shit about a tag team. If R-Truth and Goldust team up, it's too late. No one gives a shit anymore.
Exactly, man.
Then you have another promo, Styles backstage with Anderson and Gallows. And then Roman comes in. He's pissed because last night of the interference. And then they did the most 90s thing where brain fart. Roman Reigns.
What happened?
Jesus, I forgot his name.
Who, Roman?
Yeah, I forgot Roman's name. So it's Roman staring at AJ Styles, Doc
Jesus.
Gallows, and Anderson.
I'm the one smoking. How are you forgetting this?
I contact high.
Jesus.
So then he goes, I bet you can't take on my family. And I don't know if the Usos were outside the door, ears to the door, waiting. Oh, he said family. And they come in. And then you have this kind of nice stare down, 3-on-3. I'm like, all right, this could work. 3-on-3 for later.
To be honest with you, I don't even remember this part.
All right. See,
I'm looking in my notes. I'm like, what? Did this happen? I don't even know what this happened.
Yeah. No, this happened.
This
All it
happened?
did, set up a match 3-on-3. Makes sense.
Okay.
So far, so good.
I
It's
just assumed it
continuing.
was going to be a 3-on-3 anyways. Just,
Yeah,
it's so
we
obvious
knew
the
it was
setup.
coming.
Yeah, it was coming.
But at least they set it up last night, and they carried through with Raw tonight.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's just I like the whole family versus family thing. It makes everything more real. It gives credibility to these heels. Well, not heels actually. They're both heels, which
you
is
don't
kind of
know.
weird.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
it's weird. I love it though. But the thing is, it just gives it credibility. But you can't have Roman Reigns as the dark, monstrous, powerful entity, and then have his cousins as
Goofy.
the guys you hire for your daughter's birthday party.
Right, goofy, colorful.
Yeah, you can't do that, man.
And at least this time, when Roman Reigns is talking about his family, it's actually his family, not like before with Ambrose, where he called him family. He's my brother. I'm like, dude, he's
yeah,
my
and
brother.
have you noticed how AJ changes colors to black and white too?
No,
Look at that.
no, details,
See what I'm saying?
details.
These guys know it. They know how to run a crew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a crew. You take the little things.
Well, like we said last episode, like the Bullet Club is the most exciting thing in the WWE in the last 2 years.
Yeah, I agree.
So then we have shit match. Tyler Breeze and R-Truth beat Goldust and Fandango. I didn't even really watch this. I saw them come out. I fast forward.
I just got pissed off because they won again by a roll up. Somebody won by a roll up again.
course.
Like they need to. You know what I would do if I was every wrestler in WWE? I would go to the training center and I would just practice defense on the roll up. That is the most dangerous pin in WWE. The roll up.
That is such a good point. Why aren't they? How
Just
come
run
no one's
drills.
figured out? Yeah,
Run drills.
exactly.
Who's the big jank that runs NXT up there? Get him to run drills.
It's Fat Albert.
It's Fat Al.
Tensai.
Tensai.
Yeah, it's Tensai.
Jeez.
Matt Bloom.
That's
I
the
think is his
biggest
name.
ninja I've ever seen in my life. That's what he was, right? He was like a ninja. Did he sound like a ninja, or is just
When he came
likes
back
ninjas?
as Tensai?
Yeah.
Were you watching back then when he came back as Tensai?
Yeah, I do, but it's like he wore that goofy ass hat or something.
He had
right?
a
Like
hat, tattoos across his face. He had some little Japanese guy come out first, scream something in
Tensai.
Japanese, and like throw some dust into the
That's
air.
what I'm
like,
saying. So he was a big ninja.
Yeah, and it was like, hey, this is kind of cool. And then the guy Tensai takes out his outfit. I'm like, it's a fat white guy.
Albert, you damn well know you can't sneak around anywhere. You're not a ninja.
And do you remember what happened to Tensai, the scary monster from Japan?
No, what happened?
It didn't take long, but then he was a dancing gimmick with the Funkadactyls.
The what?
You don't remember the Funkadactyl?
Oh, with Funaki and everyone?
No, not Funaki. This is there was something Sora. Season TNA now. Anyway, yeah,
I
he
don't
became
know.
a
I don't
dancing
watch
gimmick. Everyone comes into WWE, has like a few weeks run, and then they have a dancing gimmick. Okay, moving on. New Day comes out, does their New Day thing. Lots of cheers. Vaudevillains come out. And I guess because Enzo got injured at Payback last night, Vaudevillains are automatically number one contenders, so they're going to be fighting New Day at Extreme Rules.
Yeah, I like how New Day fans. I like how the New Day are big fans of Enzo. Like
Yes.
you know that like that makes their team even stronger. It's crazy. I've never seen a group before like that acknowledges another group in wrestling.
Right, for being good, too.
Yeah, like they put themselves on. I love that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then Dudley's come out, and then Enzo Amore and Cass's music hits. Another massive pop. I thought, no way Enzo's out or coming back, because again, today I read that he had a concussion, but it was pretty serious, and he didn't remember anything except for when he came out for the match. He doesn't
I was
remember.
really impressed with Cass, man. He got a lot better on the mic. He's so believable on the mic now. He's got confidence. He's dope. You know? And I like how Aiden English, man, that guy's becoming one of my favorite guys. At first, I like Simon Gotch because his little like steps and his little angry face are hilarious. I love it. I love it. How he
Aiden's
like gets
great.
into the rope and he climbs the first rope and then jumps over.
Right.
Fucking gold. That's gold.
Yeah.
That's
No, Aiden
genius.
is
But
really good
Aiden
on the
comes
mic.
out and he sings their line every time, and he does it in like an opera way, and it's pure genius.
That
You
was
have to
his-
be a genius to come up with that shit.
That was his first gimmick in NXT. He used to come out and sing opera.
People need to watch that. If you want to convince someone to watch wrestling,
Yeah.
like I want to convince my girlfriend to watch wrestling, I'd be like, you know what? Watch these guys. And these guys would come on and entertain the fuck out of her. And that's it.
Yeah. No, it was very good. And something really cool happened. So you have all these people out, and they had Cass team with New Day
Yeah.
and against Vaudevillains and Dudley Boys. It was like
Yeah.
such a natural thing to happen. So
Well-
far, so good in this show.
I liked it, man. But did you catch Bubba Ray call the fucking Von Villains carnies?
Yes,
He
did.
called them carnies.
He did. He called them carnies. I'm like, oh,
Bubba Ray is a bully.
he is so good
He
on the
bullies
mic too.
everybody in WWE. He bullies all the wrestlers, and it's hilarious. Weekly, he's becoming funnier and funnier. And when he called the Von Villains carnies, I
yeah.
died. I spilled my drink out of my mouth. I was like, did this guy actually say carnies?
I wish they gave him more mic time. I wish they gave him a singles run.
Yeah, I love it.
So, pretty good match. Cass wins with the pin. They clear the ring.
Good match.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Good setup for tag team. Tag teams are fun again.
Yeah. Big E's grind is still the most entertaining move in wrestling.
Yeah, he could just grind for one of the 3 hours, and we could still fill Raw.
I can't get enough of those guys, man. It's so entertaining.
Then we have Emma, and Becky Lynch, and JBL's main comment during this match. They have funny accents, Maggle. That was his main comment. One of them's from Australia. One of them is Irish.
You know what they need to do with commentary is get JBL to be himself, which is that educated, old school type of commentator. You know what I mean? That fans really respect because he was in the ring. And get that jank Michael Cole, and get him to be the fucking heel. And his little sidekick Saxton could be his lapdog. You know what I mean? That way it's believable because no one likes Cole, so make him the heel and make JBL the face because he has those amazing Legends interviews on WWE Network.
So good.
They're so good. They're as good as shoot interviews, and people need to really watch them if you really want to see two old school wrestlers talk about back in the day. You know what I mean?
And he's like a historian too, so he would be perfect for the face commentator.
Exactly.
He always has facts. And heel Cole was the worst. That's why he gets booed to this day.
Yeah.
When Cole was a heel,
He's brutal.
And to this day he gets booed, and he's not even doing heel Cole anymore. He has two modes. Like we talked about last time. He has monotone, no enthusiasm, or big matches, the guy loses his voice. He doesn't have a middle ground.
No. He doesn't. He sucks. And you can't rely on Saxton. Don't even get me started
Don't
on
even
Brian
mic
Saxton.
the guy. Don't mic him out. I know
him.
they have to have a diversity thing going on out there. Just don't mic him.
Is that what it is? Is that why
has to be.
Saxton's out there? Like, why is this guy out there?
He has no qualifications.
Somebody, if you're listening out there and you have a good reason why Brian Saxton should be an announcer, I'll send you $100 if you could give me a good reason. I'm not even joking. This guy is the worst. You can't argue with me over how bad he is.
I don't think anyone would argue at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we have a promo, Dean Ambrose with Stephanie.
Mike, care.
Nobody
don't care.
cares. Apparently Steph cancels his show, and highlight reel's coming back with Jericho. Weird thing with Jericho. So Jericho comes out and they fight. After yesterday's match where Jericho lost Dean Ambrose, he tweeted, "So long WWE till next time," because he comes and goes.
Who? Jericho tweeted that?
Yeah.
No way. That's crazy.
So I'm like, all right, I guess, he's done this stint. He lost. That makes sense why he lost. But then he comes out, so he's just trolling everybody.
Jericho's kind of got like a hall pass with WWE.
He does.
He can do whatever he wants, and he's backing it up too, which is unusual for someone to walk in. The last guys that did that stuff was like Hall and Nash, and they destroyed. Yeah, and at that point they destroyed WCW, and then Hogan tried to do that a bunch of times with TNA. It was brutal, but you know what I mean. These guys are doing it right.
Yeah, no, Jericho's definitely one of the best to go and come back. You know what? He does. He's created his own off season. He wrestles when he wants to, and then he has an off season, and that's why he's happy.
He's
and
figured
healthy.
the game out.
He has figured the game out. So now, I guess because Ryback's gone, they can't keep doing Ryback and Kalisto for another 10th time. So they had a battle royal to get a number one contender for.
Great battle royal. I enjoyed it.
I love battle royals. I love Royal Rumbles and battle royals.
The second it started, I looked for Sandow. I'm like, "Where's my boy?" And I was looking for his. I was looking for his bright ass trunks. I'm like, "Where's those pink trunks? Where is he?"
Yeah.
And the fucking 10 seconds, they toss his ass over the ropes. I'm like, "God
First
damn it!"
one out.
And then you look at Bo Dallas's outfit. It's the perfect jobber green singlet.
I didn't even know who it was because they didn't all get entrances, and
He
someone's
looks like
in a singlet.
he
I'm
looks
like, is that Jack Swagger?
Yeah, he looks like he should be wrestling at the Stampede.
Right? Yeah, I thought it was Jack Swagger. I'm like, but he's gotten fat and dark and has long hair. So
Dolph didn't take his shirt off. Did you notice that?
No.
He knew he was gone quick. He knew it. He's like, I'm not even gonna bother.
Pin me, pay me.
Yeah.
So yeah, really good. I really love the ending. So it gets to the ending where you have the League of Nations, Rusev, Sheamus, and Alberto Del Rio and Ryder, and they're kind of arguing and back and forth. There was storytelling.
That threw
was
me
good
off.
stuff.
It threw me off that Ryder was in there.
And then, two of them get thrown out, and it's just Rusev and Ryder. I'm like, oh, maybe they're going to finally give Ryder another push, and not just the WrestleMania one where they have him win and then lose the next night.
I'm really happy they didn't give him a push.
You don't like Ryder?
No, I don't buy it. The guy throws up the L sign like I'm a loser.
He's happy-go-lucky. That's his.
I don't get it.
shtick.
I don't understand. Like his finishing move is put my ball sack in your face all the way down to the mat. Like that's his finisher move.
Seems
He
pretty
jumps.
brutal, man.
No, it's not
I'd tap
brutal.
out.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you probably just
No more. I'm done.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
about it. I don't know. And Kalisto is, man, he was terrible as a guest commentator.
Oh, he was the worst on the mic.
He was so nervous and frail. Even JBL started trolling him.
Oh, he's a contender for our jobber promo of the week.
He is, and the jank started cheering for Ryder. Did you see that?
Yeah, why would you? Who?
Well, like, why do you want to face that guy? Like, why? Yeah, Ryder, go win so I can wrestle you.
Well, I was hoping when that happened,
Jake.
JBL's a dick. He would call him out and be like, "So who do you think you could beat?"
Yeah.
To put him on the spot.
Like, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
But regardless, I was really happy Rusev won.
Yeah,
I
good
think that
news,
was
Rusev
awesome.
won.
He's one of the best heels. He's everything about that guy is fucking awesome.
Yeah, and like we talked about last time, the United States Championship is meaningless. The last time it had meaning when he carried it and was undefeated.
Man, he came into the WrestleMania with a tank. Like,
Yeah.
that's some gangster shit right there.
And the last pay-per-view, the United States Championship match, was on the pre-show. That tells you everything.
Oh,
So
God.
I think what's going to happen, actually, no. What I was thinking was Rusev was going to win the title, Cena's going to come back, and they're going to continue that thing. But Cena's going to be back before that.
Why, you think Rusev and Cena are going to feud again?
Well, whoever has the United States Championship, I figured, because Cena had it for the longest time, got injured, lost it to Del Rio.
I think Kalisto has to lose it to somebody before he gets on Cena because you can't have Kalisto versus Cena.
You can't have Rusev lose to Kalisto.
No, Rusev is
Ryback
going to
is
beat
300 pounds
Kalisto.
lost. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. Rusev's going to beat Kalisto, and then they're going to revive their feud again with John Cena. That'll carry them to SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And then John Cena might even come in like the old school. Remember how Lex Luger came in a helicopter? Just come in like Mr. America.
Deluxe Express.
Fuck, man. They should have saved the tank scene for that one.
Yeah, so I hope they go that way.
Yeah, but they will. Because who
Cena
else is
Express.
gonna? I mean, who's John Cena? He's the biggest jank of all janks. Who's he gonna? Randy Orton? Maybe Randy Orton. Is he coming back soon?
I don't know. He's injured for like 6 months. No one.
When's my boy Seth Rollins coming back?
Probably SummerSlam.
I hope so, man. That guy, we need that guy back.
And I hope they don't advertise it like they've been advertising Cena's return. I hope it's a shock.
Why? What? Oh, why?
Just a
Cena's
surprise.
return is just like, yeah, but Cena's outrageous like that.
Yeah. I hope they don't tell anyone about Rollins. Okay, so next we have... So, Payback, shittiest ending, the Screwjob women's match. I didn't think they would explain it. They tried to explain it. It wasn't even helpful. So,
Brutal.
Charlotte comes out with Rick. They
Yeah.
bring out Little Nate,
Yeah.
Charles Robinson, to explain why he did what he did.
Charlie.
Natty comes out, beats up Ric Flair. Basically, didn't explain anything. So now, anytime Charles Robertson is reffing, are we thinking like, oh, is he going to screw someone over? Like, you fucked over the ref now.
They did this shit before too. They did it in
Yeah.
WCW.
They
They
did
did it
it,
in WWE.
yeah.
It's like, okay, you can't stretch again, taking a joke and just stretching it for as long as possible. You know what I mean? And Natalia, I can't take her serious anymore. She's
no.
always smiling.
Awkward
there's
smile.
segments where you shouldn't be smiling.
Yeah.
Don't smile.
No.
You know? I feel like she's entertaining kids at a balloon party. Like, you can't be always smiling and cheerful.
So
You know, you got to show emotion.
Yeah, no, I agree. Well, her emotion is yelling, yeah.
Come on, you guys! But did you see Ric Flair selling the wrong side of his face when he got slapped? When he
Oh
got
my God.
he got slapped in the face by Natalia,
Yeah.
rolls out of the ring, and then he's like, "Oh, my left side." No, he
Yeah.
covered his right side, and she clearly slapped him on the wrong side. You know what I mean? And it was just so funny. It's like, "Oh, Rick, you're so old, man."
I guarantee
Don't do
he was drunk.
Yeah,
I
he
guarantee
must have
was.
been hammered. But it's awesome. He took off his jacket, and I'm like, "Oh, he's gonna beat her."
So the new era so far has seen the screw job from 20 years ago.
Yeah.
A storyline with the ref from 20 years ago.
Yeah.
This is the new era.
Minus the attitude.
Yeah, no attitude, just
No
old
attitude.
finishes. Okay, so basically
yeah.
the setup now is Extreme Rules is Charlotte and Natty again in a submission match. No Ric Flair at ringside.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, I like submission matches
Yeah.
because it kind of gives you a heads up. It's going to be kind of boring, so look for the art in it.
That and like someone has to clearly give up,
Yeah,
unless it's Charles Robertson again. All right,
it's
main event
crazy.
time.
They put a lot of emphasis on finishing moves with the women. You notice that?
Yeah.
The guys' finishers, they don't have no fucking finishers anymore. The guys, you can hit them with anything and they'll just count out of it. You know
Right.
what I mean? But the women, it's like
It's
Sasha
classic.
Banks has it's a hold, right?
Right,
Paige is a hold, right?
right,
Natalia,
you're right.
Ric Flair's daughter,
Charlotte, yeah.
Charlotte. Who else? They're all
Emma
holds.
has a hold.
Emma has a hold.
Yeah.
Asuka has a hold.
Yes, she chokes people out. Yeah, everyone has holds.
Everybody
And it
has a
looks
hold
better.
as their finisher.
It looks so much better too.
Can you think of any women's wrestler that doesn't have a hold as a finisher?
Yeah, Nia Jax with the Hogan leg drop.
Is that her finisher?
Yeah, she does 3 Hogan.
It's
leg
either
drops.
that or the whoopee cushion.
But with her, it makes sense. She's massive. If her
She
leg falls on her
should.
throat,
She should do the
Yeah.
earthquake finisher. Bring that one back.
earthquake, whose name I
Oh.
only learned last episode.
John, our boy John.
Yeah.
But imagine she starts stomping, she starts jumping up and down and starts stomping near the head of the wrestler and then starts running the ropes. How legendary would that be?
That is the most 80s finisher to jump around on the ring, stomping
my
and just
God.
getting the guy dizzy.
Devastating.
All right, main event time. I was actually looking forward to this. So
Yeah, me too.
basically, Bullet Club, before they're called Bullet Club, AJ Anderson, Gallows,
Uh-huh.
they come out first against Roman and the Usos. I was surprised. AJ gets the pin. But this is the 50-50 thing you were talking about. AJ lost yesterday.
Exactly.
He has to win here.
Exactly.
And-
you know what, AJ, you'll get your 3 count, but you're going to get it on the smaller show.
And there was storytelling in the show, too. It's pretty good. Where
I like how they're
Anderson and
booking it.
Gallows, yeah, were like tagging themselves in. And then AJ saying, no, man, I got this. But then he would get kicked in the face. It was really good.
And you know what the thing is? I got to applaud the fans at these shows now that are recognizing how good AJ is.
Yes.
Not just by his moves, by just cheering for him when he's doing storytelling. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like when AJ didn't want to use the chair, and in the beginning he's like, "Oh no, don't use
that
the
was
chair, don't
so
use it,"
good.
and then he used it twice. You know what I
So
mean?
good, yeah.
And destroyed the guy twice with it. It's like he's battling himself whether he should play by the rules or not, whether he does this or whether he doesn't do that. You know, it's a sick setup for the Extreme Rules pay-per-view coming up. So I can't wait to do that one.
There was so much good storytelling in the match and the end of the match. So the match ends, and I look at my watch, and there's still like 6 minutes left. I'm like, what is going to happen? So like you said, they had this thing, will he, won't he hit Roman when he's down with a chair? And he goes, no, I'm not going to hit him. And then he gets attacked by the Usos, so he's beating up the Usos with the chair. Roman comes to, sees that AJ's hitting the Usos with the chair. He doesn't know what's happened, so he loses his shit and beats the shit out of AJ. And the whole time, I'm like, oh,
Crazy.
man, this is good
Crazy.
storytelling. Good storytelling.
Yeah.
Raw ends with Roman doing his powerbomb spot through one of the announcer tables, standing strong. Yeah,
Yeah, what was that?
I don't know.
Oh man, is Cesaro here? That sounded like Cesaro's coming through.
Dum, 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 dum.
Oh
Now I'm
my
going to rip
God.
off my clothes.
Roman's facials got a lot better too. You notice that?
I'm warming up to him. I hope he keeps it up.
He doesn't look half as lost as before.
He's
Before
still got
he
his
was,
contacts, though. He still
Yeah,
has
I don't
his
care about the
contacts.
contacts. I'm done with the contacts. But the thing is, he's got good facials now. He's like reacting to the scenarios with the right face.
He needed someone like AJ to work with. It's proof. Proof.
He must
of
have been in
value
like
of AJ.
8-hour classes. Just look angry. Give me that tiger face. Give it to me. Urgh.
Well, you're joking, but I remember reading that either they sent him or he went to acting class. I guess it didn't work till
Good for
now.
him. Whoever
Yeah.
suggested it, or if he did it by himself, good for
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I know Jericho
Good
did
for
the
you.
same a few years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall, pretty good Raw. I was looking forward to it and kind of like, I don't know what they're gonna do, but they continue the stories from yesterday.
It's good. I liked it. I mean, what are you asking more for? You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
can't. It was good. It did everything. There's some good spots in there, as usual. Owens and Zayn.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the biggest wrestling storylines that I'm only following. You know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't even know Extreme Rules pay-per-view was coming up. So all this stuff is just building up. I'm glad that the storyline is going towards, Extreme Rules.
Right.
That's going to be like a pivotal point in like what happens,
Yeah, I hope they don't mess it up. I think that's the thought with WWE every day. Please don't mess it up. You have so much good people. Don't mess it up.
And you know what, though? The only shitty thing about all this is
Yeah.
Extreme Rules, you have to be extreme. Are they going to pull it off like the Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar match?
Yeah.
Where nobody draws blood? That's
No
not
blood?
extreme. That's not extreme.
No blood. And before, what did they build it up with? A bat with barbed wire on it.
Yeah. And a
chainsaw.
chainsaw.
A fucking chainsaw.
A chainsaw. You can create massacres. You can be on live television news, CNN breaking news.
Right. And
With a
nothing.
chainsaw.
Not a lick of blood.
Yeah.
Owens bled more yesterday in Payback accidentally than they
Can you
did in
believe
that
that?
hardcore match.
Owens is the man.
All right, let's move on. Favorite part of the week.
Bum, bum, bum.
Probably the hardest match I ever had in my life. But I don't like it when things aren't going my way.
Is that Callisto?
No. It's some jobber.
Jobber match of the week. All right, we got a
yes.
really good one this week.
Do
so, yeah,
What is
before all right, so let me give you a bit of a rundown here.
Yes.
Damon Stryker.
Who?
Damon Stryker.
Damon Stryker.
This is WCW 90s. Damon Stryker, which is Edge. That was his name in WCW.
No way. We get to watch Edge as a jobber?
As a jobber in WCW against
Amazing.
Meng.
No, of
Meng,
course you're
how
a
cool.
jobber against Meng.
All right,
You're
so let
lucky to be a jobber.
A little background so everyone knows who Edge is. His name before Damon Stryker in WCW, best name ever.
What?
Sexton Hardcastle.
I heard that.
Yeah. So then he changed his name to Damon Stryker in WCW. It was like 95. He was wrestling in Ajax, Ontario. Bret Hart's manager saw him, and the rest is history.
Amazing.
Meng.
Bret Hart's manager saw him?
Yeah, his business manager.
Can you believe how much wrestling talent comes out of Canada?
Can you believe how much the Hart family's been responsible for that?
Yeah, they're insane.
Steve Austin attributes a lot of it to Bret
I
and
know.
their series.
That's one thing I like a lot about Steve. He always credits Bret.
Yeah, and anyone who Steve respects, he respects. Enzo,
Yeah.
he respects Bret.
Exactly.
Biggest
He's
kind
a
of
legend.
compliment.
He's a legend.
Yeah,
Austin is a
Owens, everybody.
legend.
So then we have Meng, who, if you Google Meng, the number one result and like the top 10 is he is dubbed the scariest man in wrestling. There are so many stories about this guy.
I've heard
including-
stories about him that would like haunt you to sleep.
Well, here's a few. He got in a bar fight. He bit the guy's shirt off, and in biting his shirt off, he bit a piece of him off and spat it on the ground.
Wasn't it his nose? He bit off his nose?
That's the next one. In another fight, when someone in a bar said wrestling's fake, he said, "Oh, it's fake, is it?" He bit off the fucker's nose.
You know, he's related to The Rock, right?
Yeah, The Rock is his nephew. All the Samoans are related.
These Samoans,
Yeah.
dangerous.
And then the last one, Teddy DiBiase told this one. They got in a fight. Cops come. They handcuff Meng. Meng rips open the handcuffs behind his back.
Of course he does.
So you want to know where he is now?
What?
He works at a Toyota dealership in Florida.
Oh my
Can you
God! No,
imagine
he
negotiating
doesn't.
with him?
No, he doesn't.
He does.
He's who's gonna say no to Meng?
Exactly.
Who's gonna say? He's probably selling Toyotas by the record number. He's probably pushing out Toyotas like it's drugs down there in Florida.
Can you imagine trying to negotiate with Meng?
The whole thing. He's selling you the whole package.
All right, let's do this. So, Damon Stryker versus Meng.
Yes, let's do this. Meng kept his name throughout his whole career, right?
He was Haku in WCW.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All right, so this is great. It's grainy VHS footage.
The Dream as a commentator.
Oh, this is gold. We got the Dream.
Wow. Look at Meng's
Oh, Meng with
Cape.
Hugh Morris. Oh,
Hugh Morris. That's him in the back.
yeah, that's
Oh
Hugh
yes.
Morris.
No.
Yeah, that's Hugh Morris right there.
Oh yeah, it
He-
is. It's Hugh Morris.
He was the coach in WCW. And then he got fired for like doing initiations and. Oh. Oh,
Listen
there's
to
Edge.
how convincing these announcers are.
Oh, it's so old school. It seems like a fight.
Nobody gonna take a belt off and whip me in public, and I say, who does Ian Anderson think he is?
Who is better than the Dream?
His accent is fucking money, man. This guy is a legend.
He just said no one's gonna take their belt off and whip me in public.
Edge does not look like a wrestler. He looks like an indie wrestler.
He looks like
Pure
he's getting
indie.
cheers. Yeah, he does look like an indie wrestler. He's got no muscle
Skinny
on him.
frame,
Yeah,
you know, long hair, funky ass tights.
yeah. Meng is giving it to him.
Meng is a monster at this stage. He's in his prime. Like, you do not want to fuck with Meng here.
No, that looks snug. He's got him in this headlock.
And his finisher was what? He dug his thumb into your throat, right?
Something like that, or like the Spock neck grab. All right, Damon Stryker is basically jobbing. Not one lick of offense yet. Something about Chinese New Year from the Dream. Oh my God, that's weak.
Nowhere near the size of power needed to budge Meng off his center of gravity.
Meng's hair is incredible. It's like he's got like a little afro
Right.
with a bunch of rat tails coming out of it.
It's up there with Eddie Guerrero's mullet, WCW
No,
mullet.
but yeah. Jesus, Meng, the state of your hair. The Taskmaster.
Oh, do you remember that ref? Look at that little guy. He reminds me of the ref from Punch Out on NES.
Oh my God, that is him, eh?
Yeah.
With his little bow tie.
An Italian mustache. Well, the ref, I think, was
WCW
Mario.
refs all wore bow ties, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right. They all had the bow ties. All right.
Oh, Edge.
Stri-
Oh.
Damon Stryker finally getting some offense, some punches. You can tell he's thinking that he's still such a new wrestler.
Yeah.
Before he does
doesn't want to
anything,
hurt him. You can tell he's not going hard at him because he's like, man, I don't want to.
Oh,
That's a big kick.
all
Meng-
Samoans do the super kick.
Yeah, Meng just super kicked the shit out of Edge.
Oh, there you go. The thumb. You called it.
Oh, the thumb in the neck.
Yeah. And
Right
that's
away.
it.
Ring the bell right away. The ref didn't even want to wait 5 seconds. Edge could not even hold out for 1 second against the thumb of Meng.
That is it for Damon Stryker.
That's the same thumb that he gives you when he gives you a new car, ladies and gentlemen. Thumbs up from Meng. Legendary thumb.
He gives you that thumbs up. Can you imagine how many people's necks that's been in?
I tell him, Meng, if you can jam that thumb of yours in my neck for 5 seconds,
It's so
I will buy this car with a nice down payment right now.
Man, I would buy a car if he told me one of his stories. Just one of them.
Yeah, 100%.
Replay, shoulder block, not much. It's funny. Edge looks like.
I mean, Edge jobbed out, but he kept it classy. It was a classy job.
Yeah, no, he actually looked like a decent wrestler. He
Yeah.
wasn't overweight. His gear looks real.
His look is timeless.
Yeah, long hair.
It's weird. It's like
Yeah.
that's what a indie wrestler looks like. Like that's just a part of wrestling.
95 Edge looks like 2005 Edge.
Wow, great
All right.
jobber match. Good one.
Yeah, classic jobber match. All right, next segment. Jobber promo of the week.
Bologna, fudge, and mustard!
My so-called brother here, he's got donkey
fluttering sucker.
Who do we have here?
All right, so some more back history. This is going to be Dick Slater, WWF promo with Mean Gene. Dick Slater, a.k.a. Dirty Dick Slater.
What year was this?
93, I think.
93. Okay.
Yeah, 93, 94. Before Mean Gene went to WCW.
Okay.
So Dirty Dick wrestled for 24 years, so he was a jobber for a while. He jobbed
Dirty Dick.
Dirty Dick Slater. He wrestled for a while, and then when he came to WWF, he became a jobber. So he
Nice.
was fired for doing a carny thing, but he put a plastic bag over Ric Flair's head during a match and almost killed the
What?
guy. A plastic bag,
Like he was gonna kill him?
like suffocate him. Not for
No.
real. Not for real, but
No,
they're
but
like,
this was part of the match.
can you imagine Vince McMahon like trying to sell action figures and this fucking carny puts a bag over someone's head? So gets fired from WWF.
Oh my god, dirty dick.
Of course, WCW is taking WWF scraps. So
Uh-huh.
he goes there and he actually becomes tag team champion and he feuds with the Harlem Heat.
No way.
Yeah. And then
he was a tag team champion. Who was his partner?
oh, I forget who his partner was. Another no name.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So they feuded with Harlem Heat. He retired in '96 because he broke his back.
Shit. How?
I think he took a bad bump and like two vertebrae either like moved or something. I don't know if it was a proper break,
Damn,
but he
they
fucked
did
up
him
his
dirty.
back. After 24 years, not a bad run.
They did dirty dick dirty.
But what's more interesting than his wrestling life is his personal life.
Oh shit! What happened here?
So in 2004,
There's
he was-
never a good ending to these jobbers.
Well, okay, think about someone in his job puts a plastic bag over someone's head. Can you imagine what he does in his personal life when he's messed up?
What did he do?
So he was found guilty in 2004 for stabbing his girlfriend.
Oh shit!
Not too bad. He
He's
was
really dirty dick.
he earned his name. Oh, he's
Yeah.
Australian. That's the other thing.
Oh, of course. See, you gotta say that in the beginning. Those
right.
guys are nuts.
He was Luna Vachon's boyfriend at one point.
Okay. Of course.
All right. And then here's a great story. He was shot by famous old-time wrestler with, I think, the best name of all time in wrestling, Wahoo McDaniel.
Wahoo McDaniels. He was a football player. I hear Bret Hart always talking about Wahoo McDaniels.
And Ric Flair. Yeah, he's an old-timey guy.
Wahoo McDaniels shot Dirty Dick.
But listen to how this happened. There's a bar fight. And Dirty Dick isn't even in the fight, but Dirty Dick is there with Wahoo and Andre the Giant. They're drinking. McDaniels gets in a fight. They go in the parking lot. Andre and Wahoo are just in the background. Andre and Dirty Dick are in the background. Wahoo's fighting some guy. Wahoo takes out his gun, pistol whips the guy. And
Holy
when he
shit.
hits the guy in the head, his gun fires. Gets Dirty Dick in the leg.
No.
Cops come. Guess what? Dirty Dick, plastic bag over Ric Flair's head, tells the cops happened.
What?
He told the cops a sniper shot him in the leg. They never
A
found the
sniper
sniper.
shot him in the leg?
They never found the sniper. What do you know?
But okay, so at least he was covering for Wahoo.
Yeah. He covered. for
Yeah,
him.
see that's straight G. Good for him.
That is a great story to be out with.
Yeah, that's
Andre
awesome.
the Giant and Wahoo McDaniels, and you get shot in the leg.
So did Wahoo do any time or anything happen to Wahoo?
It was a sniper.
It was a sniper?
The sniper.
God
Same
damn,
one who
man.
shot JFK.
God damn.
All right.
Careful out there. Snipers everywhere.
Such great stories this week. All right, let's get to this promo with Mean Gene and Dirty Dick Slater.
Dirty Dick, my boy.
So we got Mean Gene and his classic tux, WWF background.
Here in Australia know the World Wrestling Federation doing so well at bringing top-notch talent from around the world.
Top notch, like Dirty Dick.
One of our latest actors,
Wait till you see what he comes out with.
Oh my god. This is amazing.
Dick Slater. Dick, come on in if you would, please. Welcome to this great country.
There's Dirty Dick.
Oh my god.
Mullet, headband, and he's got jean jacket with no sleeves and a baguette for some reason.
Yacht race of all time is being held right now in Australia. Now, I'm not going to be biased and say
Look at Mean Gene's face.
to come back to America, but I like to say, well, excuse me for holding up a piece of bread here. I got something to say about Nikolai Volkov when it's all over with. See, excuse me, rush that off. I got off on something else.
He doesn't even explain the bread.
I'm going to tell you something right now. I heard Nikolai Volkov talk about chicken.
What?
Everybody from the South knows what chicken's all about. This is a piece of bread. And as you can see, it's not a real piece of bread. Otherwise, it'd be falling apart.
What? It's a fake?
It's a piece of fried chicken.
What the fuck?
Nikolai, let me tell you a little story about fried
He's holding a piece of fried chicken in his hand.
Nobody
Mean Gene is so confused.
the chicken than a rooster.
He almost dropped his mic.
This bread, and you know what you can do with it.
Oh,
Mean Gene's cutting him off.
egg-sucking dog.
egg sucking dog.
I know Australia will understand that. Excuse me, Gene, I don't mean to do this.
Wow.
Promo made no sense. He comes out with the baguette.
I encourage everybody who's listening, go look in our description, find this video,
Dirty
watch
Dick.
this guy. This is one of the best jobber promos you'll ever see. He had fake bread and a piece of chicken, and Mean Gene's reactions were priceless.
He almost dropped a mic when he took out the piece of chicken.
Just watch it for Mean Gene's reactions. It's amazing.
Perfect jobber promo, makes no sense.
Dirty Dick, I salute you, my friend.
All right, El Jefe. That was a great one.
Is it? That's it?
We're
done? We're out of here?
We're done. Let's wrap this up.
Wow. Well, that was fun. We do this every Tuesday?
Every Tuesday after Raw, and then if there's a pay-per-view, separate episode for the pay-per-view.
Perfect. And then you guys can find us on YouTube, SoundCloud, all that shit. Google
Facebook,
us.
everywhere.
Listen up! There's been a lot of sports writers and sports centers flapping their yaps about us getting some. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga! This fat son of a bitch, he's challenged all of us. He's been world champion before, been in his business 15, 20 years. This fat son of a bitch is gonna call us all